Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry about that. Good day, good day, good day. Um, I'm in my yard again, as you can see, and you could hear the noise out there, but it's okay because today I would like to ask you some simple question and bring certain things to the fore and have you in your own mind to think about these things. They're practical things, man. They're not no fancy, elaborative, no highfalutin words and all these fancy things used. No, simple things. For instance, um, I see one person's here. Can you please tell me if you hear me clearly before I continue? Uh, can somebody tell me if you're hearing me clearly? Hello? Okay, I'm going to go for it anyway. Um, Hear this. You are working in the office of a wealthy man. Thanks, Brother Kelvin. You are working in the office of a wealthy man, right? And your contribution to the work or to his wealth is doing your work. Do you think that man will teach you how to gain the wealth he is gaining or he has? Think about it. If he teach you how to gain the wealth, who is going to do the work for him and make him the amount of money? Who is going to do it? Right? It is the same thing. We have our crews, we do drain work, clean the drain, keep the streets clean, take the garbage to dump it and so forth. We have all these things going on. These people working, doing these jobs. Do you think they will want you to own the company? Think about it. Do you think they will want you to own a company like them? No, they wouldn't want you to own a company. No, they will want to continue making the money while they keep you in a position of, I would say, of a worker. Because some people don't really or deliberately want to keep you in oppression, but I'm on the live here. Yeah. Some people don't want to, keep you deliberately in oppression, but they want money. So they will make plans to keep you working rather than enlightening you or giving you the knowledge to make the money that they're making. According to one friend, he's sitting right here. He told me a wonderful piece of story. He said, listen, do you think the rich will ever teach you to be rich? Who's going to work for them? Straight up question. Do you think the rich will ever teach you to be rich? Who is going to do the work for them? Good morning, Natalia. So, I'm giving you, a ground as to what really is going on generally in society, generally around the world, locally in Guyana, or globally around the world, but locally in Guyana. So, we will start off this morning's discussion with a particular incident or a particular situation that is occurring right now in Niger. Like I said before, Niger is a African country on the continent of Africa. For history purpose, Africa was never a continent, it was a country. But the Europeans went into the place, I think it's in the 1890s, and they launched an attack east, west, north and south of Africa and split the place up because Africa is rich in resources. And so they wanted, they wanted to get stuff from there. They wanted the wealth and they want to enrich themselves, but they don't give a damn about the people. But Niger right now is fighting back. So, if you could remember Macron, right now is Macron or Macron, something is somewhere along the line is his name for France. He, at the moment, is saying, these are the words that come out of his mouth. If you guys don't believe me, you could go and look it up yourself. Macron is saying that he would only respect the democratic policy or rights of the people. Now, if you check the definition of democracy is what the majority of the people want, that is what you give them. Democracy is about what the majority of the people want, and that is what you give them. All right? Now, Emmanuel Macron, yes, thank you very much, Malcolm Luther. So, now you have the people are coming out in Niger and they're asking for France to get out. But guess what Macron is saying? Because you know why he's saying these things? Because he's gaining from Niger or Niger. He's gaining from Niger. So he doesn't care. No. He just wants to continue doing what he is doing to gain what he is gaining. To hell with the people in Niger. Don't give a damn about them. They could dead as much as he concerned. He don't care about that. That is the mentality he has towards the people of Niger. The people are coming out and they're saying, hey, get out. Get out. No, not he. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna push back and guess we're using. He is using one of his lackeys, yes. One of his lapdogs, ECOWAS, to fight the people of Niger because the people of Niger want freedom from the oppressors. Y'all listen carefully. Listen carefully of the agendas of the wicked elites. Listen carefully. So he is bullying Niger. This is what he's doing. While 85% of the people in Niger don't have electricity in the home. And the 50% I was getting it from Nigeria. Now, you guys could remember I told you about a number earlier about some quantity of uranium that's coming out of Niger that France is paying X amount for. I searched for the video. I can't find the video. It will come back somewhere, but I did some additional research aside from the video. And I found out that for a ton of uranium, and this is uranium ore that's coming out of Niger, it's about $126,000 US. And France was only giving the people about $18,000 to $19,000 for the same ton. Now here, if you go and check anywhere on the internet, you're going to see articles that say that France was overpaying Niger. Now you take sense out of nonsense, people. You tell me they say, take sense out of nonsense. If France was overpaying Niger for this uranium, wouldn't Niger be in a better state than where it is right now? Who not like good? I ask you a question. Who not like good? If you get one dog, I come in your yard and you always give him food. Your belly always full. What do you think will happen there? You always come back because your belly always full. You always come back there. Them know what good there. So just so the people them go just rail up and go on. No. This is not how they will operate. No. These people know that they're not getting the full share, but guess the mainstream media, they would not tell you guys this. The mainstream media would not show you this truth. No, they wouldn't. Just like how Biden and the matter of fact is the entire we call these people the UN, the United Nations. Yeah, I think it's the UN under the auspices of defending Ukraine. While Ukraine, well, Zelensky was a part of a coup in 2014. Zelensky, America farmed the coup. Zelensky is in power. When Zelensky get into power, you know what Zelensky start doing? Zelensky start bombing down, I forget the name of the two states that belongs to Russia. Since 2016? Around 2016 he started it. And Vladimir, I'll get back the information to you, but I know it's a couple of years back. If we do the maths, it's about 9 years from now. So if it's 6, since he go in power then, he start bombing down the people them, and imagine 9 years ago, Vladimir telling this banner, "Bye, relax yourself. Stop doing this chauvinist." Now Vladimir taking things in his own hand and he's doing what he's doing. But the mainstream media will not let you know these things. They are saying Russia is the bad guy. They are saying Russia is taking advantage of Ukraine because Russia is a big boss and Russia powerful, so Russia taking advantage. But that's a lie. That is a lie. Donetsk, yes, Donetsk. This is one of the places. Donetsk and well, I can't pronounce the other one, but Donetsk is one of them. No, Donetsk is one of them. Thank you very much, Malcolm. So, shalom, Dex, brother Dex. So, know that the mainstream media will never give you the truth. They don't care about you having the truth because they have an agenda behind it. You know what's the agenda? They want the world population to remain stupid while they get rich and we continue to be the same way we are, or even go into more depression. Because anybody out here on this broadcast or who watching the rebroadcast with sense could tell you about the expense of you living a healthy life. They can tell you about the expense of you living a healthy life. It is very expensive to live a healthy life. You have to get nice fresh fruits and not GMO products, because GMO products will make it. I'm talking about the original organic stuff. You have to get those healthy fruits. You have to eat a particular way to get an X amount of calorie in your body, an X amount of fat in your body. Your brains has to function, so you have to get the X amount of sugar and the right type of sugar in your body. Trust me, if you go to a dietitian, they're going to give you a whole chart talking about how you should eat during the day, about your whole grain, about the red meat, about how much milk you should consume, and all these things. So, when you look at the chart, you will get at least an immediate idea of the expense that you will have to be in to get a balanced and healthy diet. Now, the rich elite, they are having those diets all the time. They don't care about what you are having. Bless Yahweh. He strengthened us to survive on these meager stuff. And it's good that we can survive on these meager stuff. And some of us are more healthy than those rich, wicked people. Okay? So, we are here currently. We are seeing these things happening. We are seeing how these politicians are living. These politicians are having free internet. We got to pay for it. Free electricity. We have to pay for it. Free water. We got to pay for it. Free food. We got to pay for it. Free transportation. We got to pay for it. And a salary. And a salary. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen to me carefully. Now, we got to pay for all of those things they are having for free. And guess who is footing the bill for them? We the taxpayers. Because the things that they're having for free, they ain't got to pay tax on it. But we got to pay tax when we got to go and buy food. You understand? We got to pay tax when we go and buy food. Morning, Pauline. We got to pay tax when we go and buy fuel, when we got to travel. we got to pay tax. Now, there's certain, I think the fueling guy, there are certain exemptions, I think, in the tax. I'm not so sure about it, but generally, we have to pay tax. Even when we work, the salaries that we receive, first thing come out is tax. Now, we are doing all of this. We are doing all of this, and we tell ourselves, we are free. But are we free? How free are you when the government that is currently in charge, and those before, from 1994, coming straight up to now, because APNU was in their tone, they did not do anything about this. They left UG just the same way it is. You got to pay. When the Constitution say that education is free, so how free are you when these people that we put in power to run the affairs of us doing whatever they want to do? How free are we? How free are we that when we speak up, these same people that we put in power send the police to arrest us? Yeah? How free are we? How free are we when a senior counsel, I think she's a senior counsel, yes, ex-magistrate, practicing, she passed the bar for how many years? How many years? Miss Kush, she passed the bar for, I think it's 26 years. And she has declared it openly. She said, listen, you gotta use your brains. You can't say certain things because these people gonna get some trumped up charge and they gonna put you in jail. Who won't come in there and bail you and come in the jail with you? And she's right. She ain't wrong. She's right because there's what's going on. You see what they do with Ugunsi? What Ugunsi say? Ugunsi say, listen, if the police them turn the gun around to the people them who sending the police them. Imagine this way Ugunsi said, if the police turn the guns around to the people who sending the police, and Ugunsi get charged, the police before the court, how free are you? No, I ask you this question now. Come on now, stay with me. Shalom, shalom, Melissa, my sister. How free are we? You know what's the funny thing about this whole situation? Here is the funny thing about this whole situation. Our ancestors that fought for our freedom, that we refuse to live in because we are allowing people to do whatever they feel like do to us. If they had stayed in the situation that they were in and they depended on the slave masters to free them, which one of us could have had this liberty that we have in here right now? Which one of us? Huh? Now tell me something. If we are in this situation we are in a better situation than they were in. If we refuse to stand up now, what will our generation to come say? What will the generations to come say about us? You know what they say about us? They're going to say we were a bunch of cowards and wimps to allow a system to continue ruling, manipulating, and oppressing the people. A system that we could stand up against and get something better from it, because guess what? We have rights just like the rich elites. But we're not standing up. We're scared. We are scared. Instead of saying what we should say, start from saying what is going on with you. Start right there. You ain't got to get no fancy international nothing. You don't even have to know to speak properly. All you got to know is come out and say, hey, up nobody. Right now, Guyana, I believe is punished. And I believe they're able to sting no more. He bad just man. He bad, man. Oh gosh, I'm not able with him. Oh, I stress too much. I can't even eat some food on there. Watch. I'm punished. You talk however you feel comfortable for talk. Come out and talk. You got the internet. You come out and say exactly what you want to say. Trust me, the rest of Guyana, We understand what you're saying. We understand exactly what you're saying. So guess what? You come and you talk. Simple as that. You can say whatever you want to say in whatever fashion you want to say. Just express your disgust and your anger for this nonsense that is going on. And listen, I know that you don't have to get a degree from UG, or you don't have to be no doctor, nothing to see what is going on right around you. No, you don't have to. It is basic. This thing is not no international, no nothing. This thing is not no big degree and big papers or documents you gotta get anywhere to say anything. No, friends, no. This is about you coming out and voice your opinion. Let us encourage each other. Come out, voice your opinion, encourage each other. Because if our ancestors, not only ancestors, here they say, you remember, you know why they get Enmore Martyrs Day? Ask your grandfather, your grandmother and them. Your poo and your pooja. Ask them. Or your mommy and your mamu. Ask them. Or your nana or your nanny. Ask them. Say nana or nanny. What make they get Enmore Martyrs? What really happened there? And here they go tell you. They might have fight against the colonial slave masters, former slave masters. They were still operating like slave masters because at the end of the day, you know what they used to do? They would beat those same, I forget what servants, indentured servants, yes. They would beat those same indentured servants and pack salt in the womb. Yes, that's what they did. It's written in history. So that's why you had Enmore Martyrs, because they revolted. They weren't treated properly. And because of the revolution, that's why some of us here can live the way we live in. So why are we silent now when we know to ourselves we have puppet masters in the government that is carrying out the white man bid, or the white man doings, or the white man wills or wants? Tell me, no man. Why? Now today, I don't have no time with decorum with reference to English language and how you pronounce this and you're grammatically correct and all those things. No, I don't have no time with that. Because at the end of the day, the message must be sent and received by those who deserve to receive it. Those who must receive it. I don't want to dress it up and make it sound all nice because it ain't nice. No. It is not nice. So, if our ancestors, including the enslaved and the indentured servant, had stayed still, them not do nothing, them just take them, and the white man them a continue beat them, and them just take them, what would we have become? Huh? Let me, tell you, here we would have become here. We would have become just like them, collecting more licks, ply, because nobody stand up and say this thing have done. Ply, pack salt in a womb, ply. If we ancestors who were enslaved, they continue taking them. You know what they continue doing? Me? Wherever they feel like. Tie up your mother's hand on trees, one hand this way and one hand the way, and tie your foot, one foot on a horse the way and one foot on a horse the way, and gallop the horse them and the horse them run the opposite direction and split you open with your pregnant self and the fetus fall out of blood them for all of we ancestors to see. If them they continue taking that, where would we be today? But here, a lot of us forget what they passed through. We forget. I can't understand how this thing don't anger at your body. Me not understand how this thing don't get to your vex. Me not understand that. How this thing don't get your vex. You mean to tell me, honestly? Honestly, now the blood in your vein now boil? Watch. Are you there on stubbornness? Are you there on stubbornness? My people, are you get sense? Pull yourself up. If we ancestors they continue taking the white man ill treatment, where would we be? If we ancestors they continue taking the white man ill treatment, where will we be? Where will we be? Where will we be? Ah. Ay, ay, ay. Now listen. Right now, Gau, mouth zip. Sugar workers are protest. Sugar workers are protest for what belongs to them. It belongs to nobody else. Them it belongs to. When I said them in the sense of workers, the working class. The working class deserve a working wage to sustain their life, their family lives. So gotta get savings so they can pass on something to the generations them to come, the children and the grandchildren. They could make them their life a little better than what they're having right now. Yeah. Gau, mouth silent. You know why? Because they're part and parcel of the whole stubbornness. Yeah, my brother John, it's time for we wake up. Yeah, Shakur. So, you think this whole thing that's going on right here is something that we can get our freedom from by depending on the people in authority? No, 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 no. Apostle Nigel is saying this thing for, I think it's for years now he's saying it. Or I think, yeah, he's saying it for years. He said, listen, let us take the street in peaceful protest. We ain't got burn down nothing and broke down nothing. Because when we destroy it, guess who money got build it, pay for build back? We. That makes sense. Take the street in peaceful protest. Shut the country down and demand what we want. Guess what we shutting the country down? Don't go to work. School is opening on Monday. Nurses deserve better wage. By the hundreds they are going out of the country. Where you are going in the next man country where you could stay right here for benefit from where you gotta get. Teachers that left the country too for better wages. Where you go, right here you could stay. All you gotta do is shut the country down. Shut the country down. You understand? Yeah, Keol, Koyola, Shalom, Shalom, says, you understand? So, my question to you again, will the rich want us to be rich? Will the rich want us to be rich? Will the powerful politicians that are up there, will they want us to be powerful? Who gonna vote for them? Yeah, Wayne, yeah, bro. Is what rightfully belongs to us. Is what rightfully belongs to us. Who's gonna vote for them? You think they will want to empower you? We depending on them to give us life and give us breaks and give us this and that kind of thing to increase our salaries, to assist us in doing at least start up open up a land, clear the land down, prepare the land, start the cultivation, teach us the method of doing proper cultivation, then hand it over to us, maintain a public-private partnership. You could do it with individuals or you could do it with a group of people, form a cooperation or company, or do it through the NDCs. Whichever way you want to do it up. But basically, do you think they will do that? Do you think they will do that to empower us? And those are simple things that they can do to empower us, but they don't care. They don't care. They can very well, you hear what I'm telling you? They can very well take those lands, clear those lands down, prepare those lands. They can do a preparation of fish farm, create some ponds, teach us exactly how to breed these fishes. Teach us exactly how, a matter of fact, teach us to breed the fish, because fishes is more than one type of fish. Something that I learned somewhere along the line of study. Fishes is different breeds of fish. So, whichever way. But this is just something I'm dropping out there because I just remembered it. They can very well build pen for us. We can mine pigs, cow, sheep, you name it. They can do all of these things. Start it up for us. And then, when they see that it can move independently, remove the harm from it and just keep the relationship. So because you never know, growth got to take place. Certain maintenance, certain natural disaster could come into place. So you want the government to be a part of it. And then it is a nice avenue for, to get some revenue to add to the treasury of the government. And it's help the country in general for roads and lights and infrastructure. Everything that you think about that the country need, those avenues can bring in revenues to assist. But they don't care about us. They don't care. They don't want us to be independent. No, because if we become independent, they can't be in power and do stubbornness. None of them. None of them could be in power and do stubbornness. No. None of them. Because as soon as they do foolishness, we will say, get out. But because we have to depend on them and they make it so. They made it so, no? Yeah, they call it, the process is gradual demoralization. Is where they put you through a process over the years to make you believe that, hey, nothing better can be done. So, because nothing better can be done, we're going to sit back and accept whatever has been given to us. A way they did this, here is one way they did this. They will come in their manifesto or even the yearly budget, they will go into parliament and they will say, hey, and you hear the readout. Salary increase, we want to do 20%. And so they collect money for the same 20%. But when it's time to pay out the 20%, they're only giving you 7 and 5. And they did this consistently over the years. So when you saw all of these things that they're doing, they're saying one thing that they're going to do, and then they're doing something else. Guess what it does to you over a period of time? It messes with your mind and say, you know what, these people don't give a shit about us, and they would always continue doing what they're doing because there's nobody to hold them accountable. But we are the people to hold them accountable. We believe that there's nobody to hold them accountable, but we are the people to hold them accountable. We have the power. All we have to do is shut the country down by doing some simple things. Do not turn up to work. Don't turn up to work. No. Niger is pushing back for their freedom. Niger is pushing back for their freedom. So far, I haven't heard about no bloodshed. And I'm talking about the people who are receiving this information directly from Niger. I'm not talking about the propaganda that they're peddling out there from the mainstream media, because the mainstream media does not want you to know the truth. They're peddling a bunch of lies out there for you to believe that, hey, Niger is in a position of wrong, and what they're doing is just harming their economy more than helping their economy. While 85% of the people are living in darkness. They're pushing back without an ounce of bloodshed. Why are we not doing that? Why are we not doing that? Okay. Again, Do you think the rich and powerful will teach you to be rich and powerful like them? Who is going to do the work? Who is going to clean the drains? Who's going to carry the garbage? Who's going to do the book work? Because none of them can get brains like us. They don't. So we have to do their book work for them. Yeah, they got the money, but they ain't got the brains. But they know how to control situations. This is what they know good. To keep you in a position where you don't become independent. Where you'll have to always depend on them. Trust me on the one. Remember that. So, even this guy, one of the co-founder for Wikipedia, he left Wikipedia in 2002. Why? Because he noticed that the CIA from the US was going on Wikipedia and manipulating information to mislead the people in two specific areas he spoke about. In science and in medicine. In science and in medicine. In science, one of the things I could draw from science that is peddling around the world, and it's the same thing Jack Dio peddling and pushing to Guyanese. I don't, if y'all could remember, he said this, that Exxon has to drop as much as possible right now because just now they will not have any use for fossil fuel, for oil. And that is a blatant lie. Because if you don't know, Europe, right now, their oil prices gone up because a pipeline that was coming from Russia, the Americans bombed down. This pipeline carrying natural gas to Europe so that the people in Europe can have proper heating in their homes. So now the place is cold. And in order for them to get the same heat in the home, America smart them, blow up the pipeline, and now selling them the same fuel that they got to get from, same fuel they were getting from Russia at one price. They're selling Europeans for 3 to 4, in some instances 6 times the same rate, the same price. This is what Americans doing then. This is how they get sense. Yes. So even with the same Macron in France, they know that they can't do without the fossil fuel. Right now they put the UN put a cap on Russia oil that coming into Europe, going into Europe, saying that they will only pay $60 for a barrel. $60 for a barrel. When in other places I think they're getting $67. So you think they care? Look at the pressure that they are applying on the people of Europe. I am talking about the rich elites are doing this here to the own people in Europe. You think these people care? And I will bring you back to this one simple fact. Go on the net and check it for yourself. 39 million people living in poverty in America. And America has sent to Zelensky, to Ukraine, probably must be $120 billion. That money they could have used to alleviate the poverty that is in America, but they're not doing it. Do you think these people care? Do you think these people care? Some of these politicians right in Ghana will come and say, hey, don't worry with the one there. Mikael, don't worry with Mikael. No, forget the way your chef saying there. Don't worry with your chef. Your chef talking stubbornness. We can't give y'all nothing now because we get process and procedures we got to go through. Now, let me ask y'all a simple question. If these boys can be living the good life with all these free stuff, how will it hurt? You answer this here. How will it hurt our treasury. How? If when the month come, they give the people them simple. Every household, just $200,000. Start off, $200,000. Every household. So listen, y'all hold this $200,000 at least. At least, this is gonna help with your food bill, and it's gonna help with additional information, additional things like light and your gas to cook with, which is a part of your food bill. Your internet bill, because you need to connect with around the world, and you know you need to talk with your family, you need this kind of connection and so forth. Shalom, shalom. Jolina. So, how will it hurt our treasury? Tell me now. How? PPP went into Parliament, if you all forget, and they asked for $5 billion to do what? To assist with the high cost of living in Guyana that Guyanese are experiencing. Now, simple thing like this here, I want you guys to understand. It simply means that the PPP acknowledge that there is a high cost of living in Guyana. They know that there is a high cost of living in Guyana. So they had to acknowledge it in order to make the agreement to have $5 billion allocated for the purpose of assisting the people who are experiencing this high pressure due to the high cost of living. So they know. But do they come out and say this? Yeah, be fair. Do they come out and say this, or is it the opposition that say this thing? Tell me who's saying it. Does the opposition say it, or does PPP say it? PPP knows. They do know. The whole of them, Jagdeo, Elephant Ali, 19 Fra Charge Ali, and then Nandalal, the whole crew, Ashni Singh, the whole crew, Dharamlal, the alleged rapist. He know, all of them know that there is a high cost of living in Guyana here, and they collected $5 billion Guyana dollars to assist in that area. Not a cent was used to help the Guyanese people. Not a cent was used to help the Guyanese people. Do you think the PPP care? Do you think the PPP care? No, they don't. They don't care. They don't care about your welfare. They don't care about how you're struggling. They don't care that school is going to open 2 days from now. And the heat is, the place is very hot. Very, very hot. And our children, our kids, have to go into the school and sit among each other in that same environment. What will happen to our children? Do you think they care? Hey man, y'all be realistic, man. Y'all be realistic, man. Y'all don't stifle your conscience, man. Oh, are you there home right now? Are you picking them home right now? And are you complaining for the heat? What gonna happen when the same picnic go to school? Tell me now, man. What gonna happen with them picnic when them go to school? What gonna happen with them? Eh? Do you think the PPP care? Are they putting anything in place to keep those children cool while they're trying to learn? Hear what me know. I may know enough for you on this live, you know that, and whoever watching the rebroadcast, are you gonna know that too? Hear what I know. I know. And when you see it comes time to study, if the environment is not comfortable, you not learn nothing. You know me know that? Because I am a studying person. I always like to research this and research that and check this out and check that out. And I can tell you when my skin is hot, oh geez, it's frustrating to grasp and learn and retain information inside of your head because the place hot. You understand? The next thing that I have learned over the years of studying and researching is that when you see you don't have certain food in your belly, Your brains can't function. Inner function. Me I tell you that. And it's, listen, I'm going to give you all a backdrop about where I come from so y'all could understand. Me not love this thing. When I was a young soldier. I went in the army at the age of around 16, 17. I started going to annual camp. That was reservist. Right? Then I trained in 2000. Right? When I trained in 2000, I went, well, during training, they will give you class work and physical work. Well, according to the level of education that I had, I was in the lower level of education because I did not know to read nor write at the age of 18. No. I dropped out of school because of situation and circumstances, but there's not no problem. There's not a problem. I dropped out of school. Yes, I left school and was hustling to work here, work there, and have no time with education. No. Education was not a part of my role. My thing was, go look for work. When you get the work, get the money, save up some, go sport, go see some girl, deal with she, continue saving, continue working. That was the basic idea in my mind. Anyways, after I got into the army and they sent me off to train and so forth, and I went and do the training and so forth. They sent me the lower class in the educational training. I ended up doing well, and I felt proud. I said, what? But here what I did well in. I did well in the maths area. When it comes to reading, I couldn't read. I could not have read basic things like is and are and so I could have recognized. But when it comes to bigger words, no, I couldn't recognize those words. No. Need to know what them things. Them used to pick corn. And man used to laugh me when me pick corn. Me not care. Because I know what me want. I know what I want. And because I know what I want, I went and get it. I searched for it. Bless Yahweh that He empowered me. He empowered me. So you know what? Do the search. Do the research. Get the zeal, the zest, the eagerness. You know? The courage to push on through. So that was at the age of 18. I telling y'all now, this when I felt motivated, so I now start trying to learn to read and write. I went through Air Corps. That's up to Marine. So I came back, and at Air Corps, you do civil engineering there. Now remember, I don't have no educational background, but I like the mechanical aspects. I used to push my body and try for law mechanics, but I can't read. I can't write. And elders there saw me and they called me, they say, "Hi, come young man, come. Anything you want to learn, it's in a book. Go and open the book and read the book." Me shame, I can't even tell people that I can't read, but I say, yes sir. And I start trying to learn to read. Now that is around the age of 18, 19, I'm telling you now. Now, Yahweh willing, couple days from now I'm going to turn 42. So since then to now, I am doing researching and reading. I'm trying to better myself so I can become more educated. That is how I became owner of several certificates, and bless Yahweh for all these things. And here, up to this day, I don't have a certificate in English language, and it does not bother me. I don't care. I have a certificate in maths, a grade 2 in maths. One alone CSEC certificate I have in maths, a grade 2 in maths. But when I go into TI to study building and civil construction, then I know what maths is. And they have this guy from Buxton, Kevin Abrahams. He telling you the man called AB. Anybody who passed through AB and could know about AB. He telling you? AB taught me mathematics, derivation of mathematics, and built me up to a level where I became the head of the class without a certificate in English language because of maths. I am giving you some background from where I came from so you can understand when I'm saying certain conditions you cannot study in and focus properly. You're going to understand that I'm not talking foolishly or I'm talking off of some sort of second-hand knowledge. No, this is first-hand knowledge I'm giving you. So, gone into TI, did a 4 years program in 3 years. You listen to what I'm saying? This is a young man at the age of 18 that could not have read nor write, but in his 30s, did a 4 years program in 3 years. Now you see the amount of experience that I've gotten from then to now. I know conditions you have to get to studying. I know about the right foods you have to get to feed your brains so your brains can retain information and you can comprehend things quickly. I know because I've been doing it. Excuse the noise out there. These are little kids with the motorbike and so forth. They're having fun. They're having fun. You can't bother with them, man. Children will be children. They're having fun. So I know, bless Yahweh has given me the ability to go in this direction, to get the experience to know, well, here, when the place is extremely hot, you cannot focus. You cannot focus. You understand? When you don't have a particular food in your body, you can't focus. You ever hear the whole saying, empty bag now stand up? That is a truth. Empty bag now stand up. That is a truth. So, school opening Monday coming. What provisions have these people made for the children in those schools to keep them cool while they're trying to learn? Those are the future. These kids, these children are the future. Huh? What provisions are they making? Now if we fail, or the people who got to take over from us, what will they do? Here, I'm going to give y'all a simple scenario of a family and their children in business. Simple scenario, no, so you guys could get a holistic view of the importance of education. It's a simple scenario. This thing is not international, no nothing, no. I like to break these things down to the simplest of all men because I came from simplicity. I am simple, but I'm not simplistic. It simply means you can't fool me. I'm not simple-minded in my thinking. You can't manipulate me with lies. I can do research, bless Yahweh. So, I am simple. I came from a humble beginning. And I know what it means to be humble. Anyways, this is why I'm bringing this down, so that those of us who are not fortunate to go study, to go research, to go do certain things, you can listen to this and it will be what? Just about 1 hour or a couple of minutes, man. When you listen to this, you will get some insight as to what really is going on. And when I say insight, you'll understand what is going on. Look, my brother's talking here about $94.4 billion was allocated to education. What have they done with the money? So I'm going to bring this story up to you guys. I'm going to give you a basic story about a family with the parents and the children. Now, would you agree that when Jagdio did, Ali Alem did, is them same children they say, Norton Alem did, is the same children them they say, and God take over from them? It's the same children who God take over from them. And Alem dead, the gaffer dead, and can't live forever. The gaffer dead one day. Would you agree if one day, not if, would you agree one day, and you're going to agree, when them dead, them children this God take over, them same children this God take over? Yes. Alright, good. We don't agree that when them dead, the children them God take over. We're coming up. Now, if a family got business, they got a business, and their business is in sales. They have a grocery shop, dry goods shop. They're selling, you name the dry goods, them, chow mein, rice, sugar, flour, oil, salt, fish, chicken, beef, all these things they're selling, you know. There's a business. And they have 2 children. 2 children they have. But what they are doing, they are running the business and they're not teaching the children about this business. They aren't teaching them about the business. They left them to do whatever they want to do. They don't even care if they learn anything, wherever the case may be. When that family die, who will run the business? Who will run the business when the family die? When the mother and the father pass away, who gonna run the business? Come on, people, this is basic stuff for all of us to learn. Who will run this business? The children them can't run the business because they don't know what going on. The mother them never call them and say, or the father never call them and say, listen, when I want to buy certain things, I go to Mr. Abrams or go to Auntie Betty or Mr. Passad and collect this, that. Every weekend, pay Mr. Passad off. Or every month end, pay Mr. Passad off. You know, tell them though. Let me tell them here what now. When you see Uncle John come over, or Auntie Betty come over, and Auntie Betty said to me want to trust some ration, give Auntie Betty and give Uncle John. And at the end of the week, them go bring money and they will give a bit of money. They know. They not tell them though. So guess what could happen? This is what could happen. Somebody who is outside that know about business could come to them same 2 children and say, hey, what, me don't close this business down, man. Because obviously they can't run the business. The mother and the father dead, now they can't run the business, and the business they're ready for them run. The person come and say, no, close them down. You keep the business up. Me go show you what to do. And that person now gotta get paid to show them what to do. That person now can even manipulate the books to take wherever they want to take and give them wherever they want to give them. Because they don't know nothing about business. Do you guys see where I'm getting with this? If we fail to educate our children, that is exactly what will happen. Just like what's happening here right now, no? Just the same thing happening here right now, if you notice. The white man is in Guyana telling PPP what to do. Norton running to them same white man for tell them what to do. You think if Norton and PPP they do what to do with this isle out here, then when they got to run to the white man? No. Because they're educated enough to do what they have to do. But they're not educated enough, so they got to run to the people them who know. And guess what the people them who know gonna do? Rob we. Because them not rob Norton or Jack Joe them alone, no. Them rob the whole Guyana. Because just like how them same 2 picnic with them mama and them daddy not show them what go on in the business. Just like how I understand what you're saying, King. That's true, I understand. But trust me, partner, we still got to spread the word and hope that some of them are listening and they are, you know, reconsidering their position because I know they want better for the family. Just like how them same 2 children didn't learn the business and the man coming, the other person coming and rob them and taking what they got take. Them same 2 children get children. Them get children and get big now, them get children. So them not rob them 2 pick them alone. Them rob the grand pick them too. So them I tell y'all, this is what I'm saying to you guys. This whole thing is about teaching the future generation properly so that they can run the affairs of this country here properly. Let me give you a next example. We have university here already, UG, the University of Guyana. We have a branch also in Borbis. Now, if we empower our university, hire scholars, because there are scholars all around the world to be hired. There are lots of them. You hire those scholars to teach us about oil. You hire those scholars to teach us about finance and financial affairs. You hire those scholars to teach us about accountancy, proper accountancy. And you bring them in, have work. Remember now, this is a governmental affair. They know exactly what to do, and it's not hard. You come up with a bunch of people who know about creating a body that is recognized, where it's called an accredited body. You create an accredited body for these varying studies, like accountancy. You have an accredited body that when you finish studying at UG, under the same credited body, you are internationally recognized with your accountancy diplomas or certificates, whatever certificate it is, whether it be a regular certificate or a diploma or a degree or a postgrad or a PhD or a master's, whatever is it. It is simple. Don't let it push it around and say, oh gosh, we gotta go through this and we gotta go through that, we gotta go through that and the other. Hear this question. Me know enough for you. They hear when Ali say it. In Linden, with disrespectful self, but una give blow and I insinuate like people just give blow and all kind of foolishness, and he talking to who? Black people. Oh, yeah, sparse black people, but this is the next thing by itself. Anyway, here to say. When you like a girl, or when a girl like a man, what should us do or what he does do for make sure he or she feeling good? Y'all hear what I say? Are you hear what I say? When a man like a woman, let me leave it to the man then. When a man like a woman, what he does do? You know what he does do? Everything in the power to make you happy. You gonna go and work. You can go and study so you can develop yourself, so you can become somebody better. If you can't study because you didn't get the head for that, you can try to see if you can put you in some sort of business and see if she can, help yourself and let she bring in some income while he bringing the income, and they can build because he loves her. He get the love for her. When you get your own children, for those who have children, when them growing up, you want the best for them. So what you just do? You just try your best to teach them so they can get a good education if you can teach them, because some of us we don't know how to teach with children. But as long as we get the ability to teach, we're gonna try. So when these politicians telling you that this thing hard for set UG the right way, when these politicians telling you that this thing hard to implement certain things to get it up and running and keep it running, it's a bunch of lies, because they don't really care about our future. They don't care about the youth's future. No, you know what they care about? Themselves. And those of us not so fortunate to understand certain things and look at certain situations in a practical way, we believe them and say, you know what? Oh yeah, man, it's true. But this people say it's true, man. It's so much of stress to get this thing in place. You got stressful for truth. I best enough fight up yourself to stress yourself out, man. Left I'm just so. But my people, if you want to really and truly build a nation, just like the parents with the two children, you will educate the nation. You will educate the nation, because I can tell you, education affects all the other fields. Because here, in order for you to learn engineering, somebody got to educate you. In order for you to be a nurse, somebody got to educate you. In order for you to be a proper trained soldier, somebody got to educate you. And the people that are educating you must be educated. So who will educate them? Somebody got to do the education facet of the whole thing in a proper way. So, education in a nation is important. It is by far the most fundamental thing to build a nation. Education is the most fundamental thing to build a nation. Without education, I'm not talking about going and get book sense. I am talking about education in the purest sense. Education simply means knowledge applicable. Knowledge that you can apply to life to make your life easy. Do you remember what education meant to our forefathers? Education meant is how to cultivate the land properly. Education meant was how to build a house properly so they can stay inside of it comfortable. That's what education meant. You understand? So, education is fundamental. And if you really want to know if a government or an administration really care about your affair, check to see what they're doing with the education area. You check. Because let me tell you something. If you have a powerful education area like what happened in Cuba, your nurses and your doctors become specialists. They become specialists. So they can properly treat and deal with the patients them that goes to the hospital. Yeah. If you have proper education, you can teach people to do all manner of cultivation. So people now can properly grow certain things and feed the nation. You can teach the children how to think and research because of proper education. Yes, proper education. So when you see they are not focusing on proper education in the sense of free education like what Burnham had in place because he had a vision for the country, know to yourself they want to oppress you. They don't want you to be free. Know also too that if your leader has to reach out to anybody else outside of your racial group or your country to get help because it's not help, to get help to run the affairs of the country, know to yourself you're going into oppression because that same person, no, the person that your leader run to for help, the person know that them don't know what them do, so we're going to rob them. We're going to joke them in the eye, pluk, because them dunce. Them not understand them own affairs. So we're going to tell them what they got to do, and we're going to take money, and we're going to, even here we're going to do, we're going to make them implement certain systems to invite who? Outsiders. Why if you see Ron Lynch hustling for bringing all them white people from America for investing in Guyana? Look how much Guyanese there in Guyana. How many Guyanese got shares in Exxon? Do you guys know you can buy shares in Exxon? I don't even have one share in there because I broke. But do you know we can buy shares in Exxon? This government here can do something like this. They say, hey, what no? We not give you this money. I go waste this money right now. But here we gonna do, we gonna buy 1,000 shares each for everybody that above 18 going. And the investment gonna sustain you. Them can't do these things. Jack there with the years of experience he has, he know about these things. He knows. So he can't come a fool like you and tell you about, oh, boy, hey, no worry, that one day your chef attack, you not attack chauvinist. Not let he bluff for you. Don't let he bluff for you. He knows. He can buy shares on our behalf and say, listen, each guy needs each household, even one individual will give the household. Each household 1,000 shares. Depends on how much you're selling a share for. Even 1,000 shares, 500 shares. And teach us now how to reinvest the same money that coming from these shares. Dividends is called them. Teach us how to reinvest that same money that coming from these shares so that we can buy more shares and get a bigger dividend in the future. Teach us about cooperation and the business of cooperation. Jack, do you know? And it's some simple thing you gotta come and tell you. No international big thing that is undefined, because I can tell you whenever you see you're learning these things, it is some simple examples that you learn from. Simple. No international nothing. Simple things you're learning from. Because you have to bring it down in a simple way for you to get the understanding and the concept of the matter, and then they will give you this elaborate, more, how to put it over. Let me just stick with elaborate lessons for you to learn from. Even when they bring the elaborate lessons and give you, or the complicated lessons and give you, they would make the same complicated lessons simple for you to get the entire concept, and then go and tell you here, go along and read the same material now so you can get additional information about what really is going on here. They know, but they don't care about us. No, they don't. They have no regards for our education system.